Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today I'm coming at you with an index art card. And I thought I'd use some papers that I have just lying around from Victoria Designs. Made a journal with them, and I still have quite a few left over. So I thought that this week I'd put some on an index card. My index cards are 3 inches by 5 inches, and as you can see there, I'm just using some glue stick to glue it down. I never used to be a fan of glue stick, but I've actually found out the secret to using them. It's been years and years and years, and I've never enjoyed using them, but But I found that was because I wasn't actually doing it correctly. There is a knack to doing it, and of course I learnt that you have to press really hard and cover the paper really well. And then when you stick the paper down, it's good to rub that really hard too, and then you find that it all sticks. So yeah, who knew, eh? But anywho, this is about the index card. This whole video is 27 minutes long, and I've decided to speed it up and do a voiceover because a lot of time when I'm actually sat down and crafting, I, like a lot of other people, either listen to other videos or watch other videos while we're crafting. So this is what was happening here, is that I was actually listening to another content creator, and decided to sit down and do my index art card. It's different when you do a live stream, of course. Obviously, you're hoping that people come and chat with you, but when you're actually sat there watching other people, then it's nice to craft along and do it like this, because I know I can always put a voiceover on afterwards. So yeah. The ink that I'm using there is it walnut stain? Just have a quick look. Yeah, it's walnut stain, because I thought that the vintage photo wouldn't show up as well as the walnut stain does. It's a darker colour. Quite often I use black on there because, you know, it does really show up well, but this time I decided to use the walnut stain. Was at the top of the screen there, you'll also see some other papers with some more sewing things on there, and I thought I was going to use that, but in the end I didn't. It was just out on the desk. As you can see, I'm using my bone folder there to make sure that I've got good contact between the two pieces of paper to make sure it glues. When I did at the beginning there, where I actually glued the index card, I would press really hard onto it. Yeah, the index art card, sometimes it's just paper piecing with leftovers, sometimes it's just gluing leftovers down, sometimes it's to make it an abstract, and sometimes I like to splatter, and sometimes I like to ink and paint and draw or doodle. Really, it's up to you what you do, what you enjoy doing. I enjoy doing all of it, so I tend to try and put all of it in there, and at different times with the index card. So, you know, if you wanted a prompt, say, to do this week's index card, I'd say add butterfly wings. So there you go. If you want to do this, add butterfly wings or dress form, because there's a dress form there, and that's actually the word that I've used, that I decided to cut out for it, has the word dress form on it. I thought that was appropriate for what was going down onto the index card itself. And of course, obviously, because this is all from the same paper line and everything, it, apart from the butterfly wings, they're actually moth wings, I think. But I won't tell if you don't tell. So the papers there tend to blend into one another, and that's the whole idea of using the ink, ink around the edges, is so that you can actually see. You can actually see between the layers, because that's what we're doing, layering up there. I use the book paper to glue on. That's something that I watched a lot. Gail Agostinelli, I think is her name, just off the top of my head, so I'm sorry if that name is wrong. And that's what she does as well, but she turns her book paper into tags and things like that, which I may do at some point. If ever I really get into junk journal making, that's what I'd do as well. But I prefer not to make junk journals. Junk journals aren't my favourite. I like to make journals. To me, junk journals is a little bit like you can't really, I don't know, to me it's not like a journaling type of thing. It's more an art thing than a journal thing. So I like to make my journals so that you can actually journal in them. And I find the junk journals aren't really a journal like that. Well, to me. I'm probably totally wrong, but to me, when I make a journal, I would like to use a journal. I don't just make journals for the sake of making journals. I actually like to use them. And you'll see that at the end here, I stick my index art card into my index card journal that I made the other day. That was on a live stream with Eileen. I'm just going around this piece now with little dashes to indicate faux sewing, because the papers are all about sewing, so I decided to do the little dash lines around. I had thought about using the sewing machine, but the glue would still be tacky, and my sewing machine is now a new sewing machine. Got rid of my old one because it stopped working, and I don't really want to use paper on my new one, and I don't have that much money that I can afford a second sewing machine to be used as a paper sewing machine. So there. And yeah, now I'm just going around the edges with my pen, because I decided that even though I had inks around the edges, there wasn't enough definition between the different layers. So that's why I'm going around with the pen as well, just to help things pop. And I think you'll agree that you can start to see things popping now when I do that. I had thought about, on a lot of my mermaid paintings and things that I've painted in the past, I use a lot of liquid pearls. And I had thought about using it on there. I might start using them on the index cards, because I've got a lot of liquid pearls to get through. I'm determined to try and use up my art supplies, because I've spent all that money on art supplies, and I just have like a stash of it, so it doesn't seem right to just have it lay there and not use it, because I'm saving it or something. I don't know what I'm doing with it, so I'm going to start using all of my art supplies, and so you'll start seeing some really different index cards coming out from me as well, as I start to use my art supplies, which is great. So we're coming towards the end here now, and I'm sticking it into my my little index card journal there, and I'll glue it in and date it, because I promised myself to date everything now. So that's a little thing I've got to keep doing. And I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a kind comment and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. It does help me. And wherever you are on your journey in life, please do remember to travel safely. Thanks for watching. See you all again very soon. Bye.